watching Today 6 on your side at 10.
The National Innocence Project has one goal: to give wrongly convicted prisoners their freedom. And for the better part of a decade, the project's Idaho link helps exonerate men and women all across the country. Now the mission reaches a milestone. Our Fink is live in studio with the details.
The project has now surpassed a major landmark, and the project's directors say this feat is only the beginning of a larger quest. Damon Thibodeau leaves a Louisiana state prison after spending almost 17 years on death row. The courts overturned his conviction thanks to new DNA evidence earlier this fall. This free man is the 300th person exonerated by the National Innocence Project in just the past 20 years.
DNA has been held to be the gold standard. DNA has proved, not just beyond a reasonable doubt, but DNA has proved beyond all doubt that wrongful convictions can happen and have happened.
The Boise branch of this mission formed in 2004 when the Idaho Innocence Project spawned under the leadership of internationally renowned DNA expert Greg Hampikian. His team directly helped free more than a dozen men and women wrongfully accused, some of them on death row.
I don't oppose the death penalty from the justice system if God pulls the switch, which means if there's no mistake, but we know there are mistakes.
This scientist is all too familiar with the reality that there are too many mistakes still out there, waiting and hoping to be uncovered.
Even if it is 1%, 1 in 100 times it goes wrong, that's more than 20,000 Americans behind bars tonight who are innocent.
Hampikian and Visser envision the Innocence Project growing on campus in the coming years to include a forensics justice center, because they say scientists make advances in DNA testing every year, and those advances lead to further hope and cries for justice. But before the Idaho Innocence Project expands at Boise State, it will expand internationally as Dr. Hampikian teams up with the Arizona Innocence Project this coming January to start the French Innocence Project. Live tonight, Fink, Today 6 on your side.
All right, going global. Thank you, Eric. Well, starting tomorrow, you can expect a Day of Giving campaign on Today 6.